Hello, guys. How you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah. So thought I'd pop on here, guys. Give you guys a quick live stream. Hopefully things will be all right here. I would ask that you guys, first of all, give me a 5 for 5. Does that sound okay? I got a new mic. I actually got a Yeti for Christmas, and I'm just now hooking it up. So, how does that sound? Is it too loud? Does it sound weird, or what? Just let me know anything. Okay, good. Does it sound better than what I used to? Just curious. If it does, let me know, and I would really appreciate it if somebody would tell me. If not, tell me. I just want the truth. That's all. But yeah. Can you guys take a second and share this? I really do want to get this out to people. I haven't done a live stream in about a week, so I do want to kind of loud. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I could turn it down. It's not a big deal. Let me, is that any better? Just let me know. I'm kind of close to this thing, too. Hold on a minute. Let me just do it here. I'll do it right here. Is that any better? If it is, let me know. Okay, cool. But yeah, if you could just, I'm going to get back into, I'm planning on doing daily updates and some live streams throughout the week. It'll be just like a morning update or an afternoon update, like once a day. Pretty quick one. It's probably still going to be a live stream, but it's going to be like a 10-minute thing, if that. But if I need to do a longer one, I'll tell everybody from the get-go, hey, this is going to be a longer one. I want to explain some things. But I do want to get back to just giving you guys at least a more consistent daily update, or at least, like I said, it could be in the morning or the afternoon. Hopefully you guys will appreciate that. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. I got some things coming up this next week I think people are going to like a lot. I am changing my setup here a little bit. I got some, like I said, some stuff for Christmas. I'm trying to get it all set up. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into it here. And we did have a couple, and I know I haven't been here for a minute, so there's a lot that I didn't report on because nothing was hitting us, okay? Everything was going to be missing us. It doesn't mean that we didn't have stuff coming at us, right? I mean, because we did. So, with that being said, make sure I do want to make sure that, hold on one second here, guys. Bit rates up. Okay, well, anyway, so let me go ahead and get this going here. All right, so we had quite a few, did have quite a few CMEs, but the first thing I want to talk about here, guys, I started getting some emails, okay, and this inevitably happens like every time. It just really blows my mind that I can explain this like 100 times, and people want to, and I get that it looks weird, okay? It really does. I mean, what I'm talking about is this. That's the solar X-ray flux. This is over at NOAA. When you guys see these things drop out, obviously, it ain't supposed to look like that, right? I mean, we know this. But with that being said, let me just move forward here and explain to you guys why this does this. Okay? First off, the emails I got, they were talking about that this is the first time this has ever happened, and somebody was telling them if this was the first time that they'd ever seen this, and that, and this, that, and the other. Well, when you hear somebody say that, the best thing to do is to go look. Try to find some archived data, or find somebody else's videos that are from months ago or whatever, and see if it's there. If it's not, then dig into it a little bit deeper. Most of the time there's an answer, especially for this stuff. Guys, this is an eclipse, okay? This stuff is coming in from a satellite, a ghost satellite, okay? And there's called an eclipse season. Just like SDO that I've shown you guys, where it looks like the sun goes dark. But what it is the actual Earth is getting in between the satellite and the sun, and it looks really, really strange and looks really, really weird, but it's forecastable. It's predictable. It's there. I can tell you the very next day it's going to do it. Okay? So, yeah. So let me explain to you guys what this is. These are the GOES. They get the data from GOES, right? I think most of us understand that already. Now, so all you guys got to do is type this in. You can find the information yourself. It's a GOES eclipse schedule. Type that in your search engine. Look, you guys see this? Okay? Spring 2020. There's 2 seasons. This does this twice a year. This happens every year, twice a year, for a certain amount of days each season. You guys can read down through here. I think I've read this to you guys before, but it even tells you down to the hour when it's going to happen. Okay? So, when you start seeing people saying this thing shouldn't look like this, and it's this, that, or the other, please go look for yourself, okay? Or ask me. That's fine. I have no problem explaining this. I really don't. But I want you guys to understand that that's what that is, okay? So you guys can go here, and all you gotta do is click on these links. Look, check this out. Spring, Go 16 season. Look what it does. It gives you a penumbra and an umbra, right? And then it even tells you the duration, how long it's going to be eclipsed. What's eclipsing it? Look, the Earth. Okay? So we have to understand that. We have to. So what I'm saying is, don't take me at my word. All right? Go look at what I say. And I encourage you guys to do that with other people too. Now, somebody was pointing me to some videos or what have you. I don't care who's doing this. I don't. Just I want you guys to understand what this is. They can go over there and they can say whatever they want to say. I don't, it bothers me a little bit especially when people can be corrected and then they just completely turn 180 and won't even listen to you at all. They won't accept the correction or the criticism. Now, it's not everybody, okay? Now, you guys know I take criticism really well. I really do. I got thick skin when it comes to this stuff. People tell me I'm wrong all the time. And if they can show and point me to where I'm wrong, I go look. So I really hope you guys do the same thing. So, not everything I'm going to tell you is going to be correct. I think it's correct when I say it. But if it's wrong, then it's wrong, So I just want to make sure that this is understood. You guys can go look at this stuff. You can do the same thing with SDO, okay? What's SDO, you're asking? Well, this is still GOES, but when I show you guys SDO, I'm usually showing you extreme ultraviolet, which is what this is. But this is from the GOES satellite, Go 16. Okay? So just keep in mind when you see these, that is nothing out of the ordinary. It's very forecastable. If you want to test it, test it. How do you test it? Well, you wait for this season to be done, or go down 10 days or something and see if it happens when they say it's going to happen. Because I'm telling you, it will. So I just want to make everybody understand that, okay? I don't like talking like this. I really don't. You guys know I hate this kind of crap. But I have to, when I don't usually address this stuff unless I get just pounded with stuff. I mean, I got like 6 emails in like the span of like 6 hours the other day over this same thing. And I get that looks weird, right? It does. It looks weird. It looks like it shouldn't be doing that. I get that. I get that there's a question around it. But when there's an answer for it, or when you claim that this has never happened before, you might want to go back 6 months, and then go back 6 more months, and then 6 more months, because it's happened like that, like clockwork, because it does. Very predictable stuff. So when that happens like that, guys, please just go check that out. I don't care if you send me an email. I don't. I like to know when people are saying those kinds of things anyway. That way I can do what I'm doing right now, so I can help others really understand what's actually what the issue is. So that's just kind of what I'm saying here. Yeah, thanks, Stephanie. Good to see you guys in there. Hey, Zenwin. I'm just now looking at the chat for the first time. Sorry. But yeah, guys. Hey, John. Jan Barrett. Well, thank you. And again, guys, I know that this is probably not going to be some big, spectacular whatever. That's not my goal here. I want to get back into the swing of things, and hopefully you guys can come along with me. And I do got some things coming up, like I said, and I'll be able to share more about that later when it does happen and all that. But, for me, it's kind of exciting. But we'll see, right? So, and I'll share when I can and all that. So, just letting you know. But I do got more, do got better equipment coming, so you're probably going to see me change my setup. You're probably going to start seeing my face. I'm thinking about putting a window down here on the bottom with my face in it, or what I'm doing, so you guys can see me talk and stuff, and have the rest of it in the background, or maybe a green screen or something like that. I'll probably just have a background, because I got a lot of Star Wars stuff I like to have behind me that I want to get lights and stuff for. I got some lights, but I got some really cool Star Wars stuff I want it to be my background. That's all. But anyway, so, alright. So, space weather the past week has been actually fairly active. Now, geomagnetic activity, this comes when we get hit with CMEs, right? We did get hit with the CME back here. It did not put us into storm level. Okay? It got close, but it didn't. And it was a fairly substantial CME. So, right now, guys, there's a bunch of sunspots. You see them? I mean, there really are. There's a bunch of them. None of them significant. And we've had 2 big filament eruptions, and I'm not going to make you guys wait to see them. So let me just take you guys here and let you see them. That way we can just go ahead and talk about it as we move here. I'm going to try to be a little bit more focused, too, and not squirrel as much. So that is always a goal of mine. I'm going to really concentrate on that. That way you guys don't have to be like, what is he talking about? He's all over the place. I get it. Because I know that I do that. So, it's a valid criticism when you're talking about me. It truly is. So, let me do this right here. Now, this is, you guys notice all the filaments out here around the edge? I mean, look at that. That's nuts to me. There's a lot of plasma, not filaments. These are just prominences. This is a huge prominence getting ready to crest over. And these things are going to be facing us, okay? So, yeah. Now, if you can see all these, check them out. I mean, there really are. There's quite a few of them. And we've had we had a filament erupt this morning. I was going to hop on and do one then. I'm glad I waited, because I'll show you why in a second. But check out this filament right here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in quite a bit. Get you guys over to here. Okay, so watch right here. And it even produces what we call a canyon of fire. You'll see what I mean in just a second. But check us out. You guys see that? Sorry, had to get a drink out. My mouth was dry. Let me go here. Now, it's right here. Now, I know it is a little difficult to see, but not. You see that? See how that opened up right here? I'll back it up so you guys can see it. See how it had nothing? This dark shadow right here is the filament. Now, as it starts to lift off, watch what it does. See it peel back? Like Moses parting the sea, baby. But yeah, and these are sunspots interacting with each other. That is a filament, though. It's just a magnetic connection line. That's what a filament is, and it's got plasma that travels on it. Plasma is charged gas, so remember that. So when we're talking about magnetics, you get charged gas on it. Obviously, it's going to have a movement. It's going to have a direction, negative to positive, right? So that's how these things move. And I'll go into more detail, but you can see a lot of plasma and a lot of what we call solar rain raining back down onto the sun in this 304 angstrom. This is ionized helium. If you guys are ever wondering what we're looking at as far as the gas, it's a filter. The 304 is a part of the light spectrum. And what it does is it filters out all other light but the 304 part of the light spectrum. And what shows up is this. And most of what we're seeing here is ionized helium. But check this out over here. That's substantial, guys. that's like, gosh, I think I've seen someplace it was like 100 kilometers tall. I mean, think about that. That's crazy to me. It's huge. But anyway, check it out. Oh, I was already at the end. It actually, what you'll see it'll kind of go down the whole limb of the sun here. Look at that. See that? So as I'm moving this, watch it. I mean, it's pretty cool. You can see it. I mean, it almost looks like I don't even know what it looks like. It's just like solar rain, I guess. So anyway, I just thought that was cool. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing that part. I mean, but that's we see this a lot. Does this mean anything? Not unless they erupt on out into space. Most of this is falling back down to the sun, which is why it's called solar rain. It's plasma, and it's traveling on those lines. I've shown this before, but here, let's check out this filament release one more time. Then I'll take you to the most up-to-date one, because the second one is way more impressive. Okay? I mean, way more impressive. So, just check out right here. This is still the first one. Let me back this up some. Daggone it. I hate it when it does that. All right. Let's try that again. Okay. So, if you look here, you see that? You can almost pick a center spot here, and watch all this plasma just shoot straight to that spot from two different directions. We'll back it up some. Watch. See that? See how it went up this line and down here, and it starts interacting. This is like one big magnetic connection when this happens. And see how it opens up? I just think that's cool. Now, that did erupt out into space. Some of that did. We had a CME from that. Now, we got a chance of a glancing blow from that. But it just is what it is. I don't know if it's going to hit us or not. It could. If it does, it's going to be a glancing blow. That's what I'll say to that. Until I see different. Now, what I'm going to show you here is the second one, and I won't even have to point it out. You guys are going to see it right away. It's no doubt that this is actually a fairly impressive one, I have to say. Let me back this up. And it is down here, okay? So, here we go. Now, it's right here, okay? See how that's kind of hard to see? Now, watch what happens, though. It's lifting off. You can see it slowly lifting off, and then wham. See that? That's a big filament, guys. That's a lot of plasma. Okay? Yeah. So, see how it's laying there? It laid right there. Hey, Angel, what's up? Hey, Christine, good to see you guys. Hey, Keto. I think I seen Tommy in here. Tommy Bird. Hey, John, what's up? Anna, Daryl, Buckeye. Hilly, my man, what's up? National Disgrace. Interesting name. So, yeah, I mean, guys, this stuff really can affect our health. There's so many studies now that space weather does. It's you can't even dispute it now. I mean, it really truly is that known. So how long till this hits the Earth? Guys, I'm not so sure that this second one's even going to hit. If you look at the direction of it, because this is from our perspective, it's as if we walked outside and looked up. This is going to our south. Now, I'm not saying that there can't be an Earth-directed component of this. I just haven't seen the data yet. It hasn't, I haven't seen that data to show that yet. So, but yeah. So, let me go back to that real quick. Let's go ahead and take you guys over to the 211. It's the purple view, okay? I'm going to show you this purple view because it's interesting. You'll be able to see both filament releases. That. Okay. And you'll be able to see it go through the atmosphere of the sun a lot better on this one. See that? Watch what it does. It disturbs all this. I'll back it up so you guys can see that again. Okay, this is the first one. You can even notice that you can see the disruption come from over this direction. It just really traveled across the whole face of the sun. So, yeah. I mean, ain't that pretty cool? I thought that's cool. So, if we go forward, we'll check out the latter part here. It'll be down here. See that? See how fast that sucker ripped off? See, these are views you wouldn't see on the 304, right? That's why we look at different gases, because we get a better understanding of what's going on. See how fast that just goes out into space? I mean, that's fast, guys. It's moving pretty good. But it doesn't look like it's going to fling out on us. I don't really think it's coming at us. Now, again, it could be, so we're just going to wait. And if it was coming at us, we'd be 3 to 4 days out. Probably 3. That one looked like it was moving pretty good. But yeah. So, this right here is what our magnetosphere looks like right now. Now, this is low density. Don't get all freaked out about this. This is low wind speed also, okay? So, it looks kind of intense, but it's really not. You got to understand what you're looking at here. These are low wind speeds. The darker colors are high. Then that's what gives us the space weather. So some will be off to the left. And then, again, yeah, then that's the Earth. Now, this is density here. Now, most people understand magnetic pressure pretty well, right? It's pressure. I mean, we all understand this one. That's why I show this, okay? But I want to show you guys one that I thought was one of the best examples of Earth punching back. Okay? I was able to catch it on this particular tool the other day. And I recorded it, and I'm going to show it to you guys here in just a second. But this is, again, the light colors are low density, right? So nothing big here. And I know it looks like a whole lot going on, but it's really not. It's just kind of ambient solar conditions, okay? And again, if you didn't understand that this was low speed, you probably would be like, oh my gosh, man, that looks like it's really giving us a good hit here, right? But it's not. This is really low wind speed. You guys can look at the key here. Anything close to 0, you know, those colors, that means it's moving slower. And if you think about it, back here, this is our magnetopause, right? So that's inside Earth's magnetic protection. All right? So that's why it's lower density and usually lower wind speed. The stuff that hits our magnetic field and it'll get bounced out around from our magnetic field. Actually kind of gets peeled back like a, I don't know, kind of like an onion. And here's the thing, guys. We got to understand that we're looking at a 2-dimensional model. This is not a 3-dimensional model. So we have to look at a couple different axes and all that stuff. But you have to understand that this is 2-dimensional. So you can kind of get fooled by the visual here. To better understand it, and I'll take you guys over here to the one that I recorded. How about that? Okay, so this was back on the 5th. Okay, so let me grab it here. Actually, I'm going to pause it right there. So we had all this magnetic pressure hanging around because we were taking a glancing blow from that CME. Okay. So let me grab it here and check out what happens. Okay. So it hits. Look what we're doing here. You guys see this? This is our bow shock. That is the point where, oops. This is where solar wind hits our magnetic field. It's the first point of contact. But check out, this is such a great example of what happens in a large scale here. I don't usually get to show you guys this stuff in this kind of a detail because, frankly, it's kind of hard to catch sometimes. So if I go like this, watch what happens. You see it starting to come in here a little bit, but watch what our magnetic field does. You see it shooting out? You see that? Notice how this opens up. We're reacting to what's getting ready to hit us. Okay? So, watch what happens. See that? This is a great example because this gives you guys an understanding that if you were thinking about that in 3 dimensions, you know what's happening here? It's hitting us right in the front. So our magnetic field it's deflecting it, right? So it deflects not just left and right, up and down. It deflects in all directions. 3-dimensional, right? So right in front where it hits us the hardest, what happens? Well, that's where it hit us the hardest, the stuff can get in. Now, it kind of, and there's a lot of science here too. We could talk about, the connection points, north and south, and we're not going to get into that right now, but there is, when we're talking about that, I show you guys this BZ all the time, right? That is the we look for -6, right? So we have to be in an orientation to where our magnetic connections line up with the CME. If it does not, and it stays in a positive orientation, it almost every time almost bounces right off of us. Okay, because think about magnets. So if you got 2 magnets, I don't know what kind of magnet, a bar magnet, right? You got 2 bar magnets, and you start moving them close to each other. If you get positive against positive, what happens? It's pushing against it, right? So you flip the 1 bar magnet over, then what do you got? You got negative to positive, and it sucks together, becomes one magnetic circuit, okay? And that's exactly what happens here. That's exactly what's going on with our magnetic field. When the magnetic field from the CME gets here, from the particles, and everything hitting us all at the same time, that's what happens. So things come in easier at the poles. Why? Because that's where the best connection is. It's one circuit, right? We all understand circuits, right? Like light bulbs and all that stuff, right? Hopefully, I'm trying not to talk too over somebody's head here. And most of the time, I'm talking over my own head. But yeah, so you can see that. I just thought this was a really good example that you didn't really see any kind of action here, right? And then all of a sudden you see our magnetic field just kind of push. So, I get a lot of questions on why do we see things come in from the backside? Okay, yes, you can get cosmic stuff coming in from behind us, all right? I'm not saying that you can't, because it's most definitely possible. It happens, right? But that same magnetic connection is what I'm talking about here. So if we hit here and it flips around, right, it's going around us in the 3-dimensional way. What happens when it gets to the other side and the magnetic polarity is the other is reversed? What's it doing? It's reconnecting on the back side. So when we get hit here, you can see it come around and just smack. Okay? So it's not that hard to see. And, I just thought this was a really good example to show you guys this. I will be saving this video. You can see it just push out. You can almost see the lines. You can't see the lines, but you can see the way that they're traveling here. Right? I mean, it just amazed me when I seen this because I didn't expect to see it look like that. And it's nothing wrong with this. Earth did its job here, guys. Okay? It did. We didn't even get into storm level. So, if that ain't saying something. So, anyway, let me show you guys seeds. Thought I had this pulled up, but I guess I didn't. And again, guys, there were some CMEs here, so I'm not going to go too much into detail here because we'll take a look at this. This is from SOHO, okay? This is a satellite, sits out in front of Earth, about 1 million miles closer to the sun than what we are. And you can see the second eruption there, but we're not going to get a very good look at it because there's not enough time passed yet, okay? It's right here. You see it getting bright? Okay, that's the second filament eruption. All right, so if I take you over to stereo A, we'll take a look at it over there, and that way you guys can get a look at it here real quick. It's a partial side view, guys. Let me trying to see what if I got. Let's see here. Let's go to I want to pull up the one. I'm gonna pull up the CME tracker, NASA CME tracker, in a little spiral here. You guys can barely see that second one here. You see this right here? A little, just kind of disturbance there. Here, I'll back it off so we can see a little bit better. Okay, so if you look over here, you can get a better idea if this thing's going to hit us, and it's not. You see over here on the right? And nothing hits us. Now, this is the second one. The first one did look like it could give us a glancing blow. Okay, and I'll show you guys that more here in a second. But this is Mercury. You see this? And I'm showing you this because we're here, right? And when I show you the imaging from SOHO, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what is that object? It's Mercury, and Mercury's on the back side of the sun right now. So the CME that I'm showing you is not hitting Mercury. It's gonna look like it is, but it's not. Okay, so let me take you back over here. And what we're going to look at here is this, I think. Yep, I think. Nope. Okay, now that is the eruption. Okay, here, I'll tell you what, let me just get that one updated. And let's go to, this is stereo A, okay? Okay, you see this? That's Mercury coming into picture. All right. Watch what happens when the CME blows off. It looks like it's going right at Mercury, but we're looking at the sun right from this angle. So Mercury's actually on the other side of the sun right now. Okay. Watch what happens here. It'll look like it hits it and then like glows and everything else. And undoubtedly somebody's going to say, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" That's Mercury. Okay. Hey, Mama Brew, what's up? Jam, what's up? Hill, you're awesome, brother. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Hey, man, what's up? So, anyway, you see how it does that? I just want to show you guys that and explain to you guys what that was before somebody else told you it was something that it's not. It's very, very easily seen that that's Mercury. You know, if we were to go look at, well, matter of fact, we can go do that real quick. See this? This is LASCO C3. This is the same view. It's just a zoomed out view. Okay? It's a wider angle. That's Mercury. Okay? So, there you go. There's that. Well, you are, brother. Hey. You got me, man. You guys need to get over and check out Hilly's Bible study. He's awesome. I'm telling you. Me and Hilly known each other a long time now. Long time. Way before I even had a channel. But, okay. So let's go back over here to seeds. And so there's, again, this is stereo A. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back it up and let you guys see the past few days, because you're going to see a lot of eruptions. And there's even a butterfly eruption. And I'm not going to go into what that is, because it's really, they don't really know what kind of shape, why the CME looked like it did, because it was on the backside. So when they're on the backside, obviously we can't get a look at it like we can on the front. And I'll show you the one I'm talking about. I think it was that one. Yeah, it was. Here, let me slow it down. And I'll show you why they were calling it a butterfly. See how it kind of took on like a butterfly, like instead of a halo that I talk about all the time, it looks kind of like a butterfly. You know what? If we go over here to, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Let's go to spaceweather.com. They actually reported on that. And they are talking about this Valentine's Day 2046. It's a big rock passing by us. They're hoping it's going to miss, but you know, they say it's going to miss. I have no reason to doubt it, but yeah. And that's 2046, so you're looking at what? 23 years? I'll probably be gone off this planet by then anyway. So, anyway. Let's, oh, cool. I didn't know they reported on this. That's that plasma rain I was showing you. Over here, this one, that's that. They just taken it, what they've done, they do this quite often actually. They take it and they just flip it so you can see that better. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So let's go back here to the 9th. Let's see if it's going to show us the... It was back even further. Wow. Where is it at, people? Oh, you guys see this? I'm not going to show this, but please, you know what? Here. Copy the link. Okay. Paste. So, you got a link to this video? Go check this out. This, believe it or not, that's cold plasma. It's a light, it's a big plasma bolt going from the thunderstorm up. Okay, I'm not going to show it, but it's really cool. Because go check this. These guys deserve every traffic they can get, especially when they're showing this kind of stuff. Okay, so the link's right there. Go check them out. Now this is spaceweather.com is actually in my description box, so go show them some love over there too. Just because they do a really good job. And if I'm correct, I think he ended up Dr. Phillips was dealing with some flooding. Yeah, so he had to leave. Or no, it was avalanche. That's what it was. He was dealing with like a severe avalanche risk, and he had to leave his house. So yeah, prayers and thoughts for him. 100, man. Is this the butterfly? Nope. Trying to find that butterfly for you guys. Hold on, let me go back up here to the 10th and see what, maybe I just overlooked it. I don't know. Okay, there it is. See it? You guys see that like butterfly signature? I've never seen a CME ever do that. I don't know what, it just erupted in a specific, like kind of signature look there. Whatever direction it was doing, and the velocity in certain directions causes them to take shapes. And when we see the halo, I talk about the halo stuff all the time, right? And but this one's unique. Check that out. I just thought that was cool. Hey, Daryl, what's up? Good to see you. Okay, so did that show up on the... Hope it did. Alrighty. Okay, so guys, that's pretty much it. I don't want to waste too much more of your time, guys. I really don't. I hope that you guys can appreciate it. I am gonna, like I said, guys, I may or may, if something happens, I'll come on and give you an update tomorrow. But if not, I plan on Monday morning having something to upload for you guys, and then consistent from then on forward. Okay, just so you know, I don't want anybody to get it misunderstood. And here, what I'm trying to say here, guys, it's going to be a consistent thing. That I'm going to do it like I used to do it a long time ago. Hey, Tommy Bird, good to see you, man. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Vicky, Internet Mom, what's happening? His real lights. But yeah, guys, I mean, and please go check out. Hey, Dennis, what's up? Noise Offer, what's happening? Go check out Lifeboat, guys. You guys know. Lifeboat's the first thing in my description box, guys. It ain't going nowhere. Hey, Diana. Diane, I'm sorry. But yeah, please check back, and I'm going to get back into doing them, you know, daily, at least a 5-minute thing to say, hey, this is what happened. Nothing much is going on, or hey, I'm going to be here for a little bit longer of a minute to explain to you what's going on. But yeah, but I do got some things in the works that I think you guys are going to really like. And that's right, Dennis, Lifeboat is awesome. Tommy does an awesome job over there, I'm telling you guys. Hey, Ken Possible. But yeah, guys, so please, you know, please go support over there, please. So, hey, Kenley, what's up? Exactly. Hey, Trish, what's happening? Good to see you. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. Again, just look for more consistency out of me. That's going to happen. I don't want to stop this time. I'm going to try to stay a little bit more concentrated. I'm in a room now, okay? I'm short of calling it a studio because I share it with my wife, and that's all good. And believe me, let me tell you, it's a lot better than having the whole freaking family out there running up your butt while you're trying to do a live stream or whatever. You get really distracted really, really easy. And I get distracted easy anyway. But this should, hopefully, you know, I was a little squirrel here, but it's just me getting my bearings back. So hopefully you guys will appreciate it. Now, please come back, leave me a comment, and let me know if you guys like the sound off this mic. If not, I can make some adjustments just to see what's up. Be honest with me, too. If it's too loud, if it's not loud enough, if it sounds whatever, let me know, because I can make adjustments and try to make it better. But look for the video part of my setup, too, to get better. I'm making that happen. So, anyway, guys. God bless. Yahusha saves. And guess what? You can drink this Kool-Aid.